welcome back to my channel. This is Maria Angelina. Welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm walking you through my weekly routine on a budget, how I stay organized, productive, and still save money without feeling restricted. Simple habits that keep my week on track, showing you what works for me and hopefully inspire you. So let's go ahead and start my weekly budget. My weekly budget's only going to be $600 for this week. So let's go ahead and start that. So I'm going to write the amount here. $600. So the first one I'm going to budget for is my bills binder. Let's go ahead and start with the bills binder. So for Eversource, I only had saved 180, but I did add 320, and I wanted to help them out, so I gave them $500 towards the Eversource. So this is now empty, so I'm not going to budget anything this week because he already took care of it. For National Grid, I'm not going to budget anything. Water bill, I am going to budget $50. So let's write that here. And I do have a total of 75 in here now. The next one I'm going to budget for, I believe this is it for the bills binder this week. I'm not going to budget anything else for the bills. The next one I'm going to budget for is my business binder. And I believe for the business this week, I'm only going to budget for Canva. And I'm going to budget $90 because this bill actually came out of the credit card. So I need to pay this one. And I do have $30 in here. So I'm going to budget $90. And $30 that we have in the envelope. And I believe this is it for my business binder. So this is it for the bills budget. I'm going to start with my wallet. I'm actually going to do $30 this week instead of the $60. And I did spend everything in my wallet. The next one I'm going to budget for is my daily essentials, and that will be groceries. And I'm going to budget the usual, which is $160. And we do have $330 in here right now. Coffee pods, I'm only going to budget $5. We have 45 in here right now. For gas went up, guys. So gas is also high. I just filled up my tank. It was like $65. So I'm going to budget $40 for this week. And I do have 85 in here now. The next one I'm going to budget for is household. And that is $5. We do have 58 in here now. And that's it. My buffer is fully funded. I'm sure I'm going to be using some of that money when the credit card statement comes in case I'm short with anything else. I'm just going to take it from there. The next one we have is my savings. I mentioned this before. I always budget $20 a week, and I put that aside, and I put the $100 a week. No matter what happens, that $100 is always going to go to my savings, and this is what I'm going to do right now. So we are putting $100 for this week, and we have $477.60. I'm not going to budget anything for vacation. The next one is my shopping binder. I'm going to budget $100 for shopping. We only have 85 in here. So I'm going to budget 100. And then for my loves binder, which is my son and my hubby, I'm actually going to just put $20 in Aiden's cash envelope. I'm gonna put 20, and he has 356 in here right now. And we did buy him clothes and stuff like that, so all the stuff is probably gonna come out when the credit card comes in. So I'm only gonna budget $20 for that. And I think this is my $600 for this week. Let me add it up for you guys really quickly. We got 30, 160, $5, 45, 100, another 120, so that's $460. And in this side we have plus 90 plus 50, that equals $600. So this is how much we're going to budget for this week. So this is it for the weekly budget, $600. And I will see you guys on my next video to cash stuff my binders. Bye.